Katie, and today we're going to do a really brief seated practice. This is to allow you to transition between a hectic day, chaos has been thrown your way, people that have been a little bit salty or rude, and whatever's been like bottled up throughout this day and these moments, especially, going to school, going to work, working that 9 to 5 every single day or 12-hour work days. Whatever you do, this is where we're all gonna meet. I want us to all find a really comfortable seated position, whether that's something like this or whether you sit on your shins, whether you're sitting in a chair or driving. This is for all of us right here and right now. So with that, let's go ahead and drop in. So take a few moments to just kind of wiggle around and get really comfortable. Feel your sit bones kind of start to ground down into whatever surface you're sitting on. And then let's begin to go ahead and close the eyes. If you're driving, just find that you can soften the space around your eyes. You hold a lot of unknown tension there and tend to bite a little bit harder than we need to. Let's take a few really deep breaths. Just beginning to release low belly, the back of our hips and into our face and neck. All of those words that we had to hold back and keep inside through meetings and through phone calls and through interactions. Acknowledging how that made us feel, how that made us exist throughout the day, and allowing it to just surface. So if that sounds a little bit flowery, just notice what is there. What do you feel whenever somebody tells you something and you can't say what you want to say in that moment? Where does your body compartmentalize that? Where does it store it inside? See if you can take all of your attention to that one point. So maybe it's your lips that, cinch and tighten really tight on something. Maybe it's your throat that locks up and can cause it to actually hurt. Maybe it's a tension headache or the base of the neck. Maybe it's the crunching of your eyebrows together as we furrow the top of the forehead. And every time you bring more awareness to that, can you just notice what adjectives pop up? So is it tight, warm, bubbly? Does it feel like utter garbage? What's there? What is there whenever we look a little bit deeper than just glossing over it? And rather than throwing it away and wishing it weren't there, let's just take these next few minutes to give space for those feelings to be acknowledged. See if we can give a little bit of room in our schedule and our lives, in our hustle, and see if we can just let all of those things be. Okay, let's migrate spots. So rather than the upper body, let's see if we can move to the mid-body. With this breath, see if you can draw more breath into the upper chest. So even take one of your hands and feel how much air you can pull in to the collarbone region. So big breath in. See if you can find expansion behind your sternum and your collarbones. And begin to draw your awareness, just your attention, to focus on a little spot. Pick one spot. And just let it talk. Let it say what it needs to say. Let it be angry or mad or bitter or really joyful. Maybe there's even some little shakes and movements that need to come out, or maybe you just want to sit in stillness. Give it the space that it deserves. Allow yourself to take up a little bit more room than is comfortable. Room that you own. stay there in its own state. We're going to move downward even further to the belly. Bring both hands to kind of the side ribs, fingertips facing towards your midline. Oh, this part that we just resent so much. See if we can bring in a little bit more room. So the next big inhale, see if you can breathe from the clavicle space, the upper chest behind your sternum. See if you can draw that down into your ribs now, lower ribs. As if you're ballooning up against your hands. Find all that expansion and then let it stay on your exhale. Maintain that expansion, that lengthening and taking up space, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. You can even draw your hands away and squeeze your elbows together. Squeeze your scapula together, and as you do so, notice where you hold tension on your ribs, your belly, your arms and your shoulder blades, and then bigger squeeze, even more effort. And then exhale, let your palms face down on your knees or up. And see what comes up. What sensations begin to arise around the gut? Every time we send an email off and we have to bite our tongue, it feels like we're getting punched in the gut sometimes. And if you walk around with that tension all day and don't have a place to let it out, it just builds. So this is that space. Your space and our space. Just to let it be. See if you can open your mouth and big exhale. As you do so, let your shoulders soften a little bit more. A little bit of a tuck of the chin, noticing this grounding in your seat. And then last thing, let's dive into the pelvis. So this entails all the way from our thighs, our groin, hips, back, sacrum. A whole world of chaos. And we stockpile it there, like a little rat nesting away. We store and stuff. So find one point of tension and bring your awareness. That meeting that you got silenced. Those kids screaming, the dog barking and shredding something. Somebody cutting you off in traffic and things not moving the way you want them to. Where did we store that? Does it hurt? Ache? Does it feel really soft and lazy? What does it feel? What do we label that as? And just let it be there. Let that take up some space for you. As we begin to resurface, go ahead and bring a little bit of movement in. So a little sway side to side, and then slowly begin to let the belly come forward towards the space between your knees, and then roll it around, keeping your eyes closed. If you're in the car, driving, just find a little bit of circular motion with your belly button as if you're tracing a circle. These moves can get as expansive and dramatic as you want or need. They can stay as soft and as gentle, moving the opposite direction. And our last awareness. So as you move your belly button around, see if you can feel everything up and down your spine, all those little points that we just went through. And then draw stillness, stacking your spine really straight. Did anything shift? What has morphed and evolved? All those little bitty points. Take a big breath in and exhale. Continue to draw awareness throughout the rest of your evening. You can slowly open your eyes or your morning. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope this brought a little bit more space and realizing that we own more space than we think we deserve. So with that, have an absolutely phenomenal rest of your day, and I'll see you in the rest of the classes. Please be sure to give me a review, leave me any comments or things that you really want, and I look forward to seeing you here again. Until next time.